The weekend. It was a dope ass weekend. Listen, BA, I love that place. Norfolk is fire. I really love the people, the atmosphere. Richmond, Richmond was dope. You know, even though we was just there for the event, it's like the battle rap crowd, like I never would have thought it. You know, when Ab tells us about how battle rap, how battle rap translates there, you know, they don't watch every and anybody. And you know, it's not that they're new fans. They watch who they watch. You know, whereas New York, being that New York is considered the Mecca for battle rap, although we've had it everywhere, it's considered the Mecca. You've had more of the historical matchups. You know, everybody is not in tune with shit that was on, no disrespect, that was on Smack DVD. You know, hardcore fans are, but they don't. Some of their history may not go back to Castro and you. I would hope that Jay Mills and Ines and them, but at the end of the day, nobody really knows about like Philly battle rap and all of that different shit. You know, so that's why we kind of consider that the Mecca, because you know so much shit just went down on the East. But all in all, VA supports VA, but they are not biased. They're not a biased crowd at all. I mean, I understand. I'm hearing, you know, from the pay-per-view, the battles didn't translate the way it translated for us. And I think it's really no diss to people who can't make events, because like me, shit, I'm a single mama too. I can understand how it costs money, you know, to be able to get to these events and be comfortable. Fuck that. Because I ain't going to an event if I ain't comfortable. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to go back there. I'm just saying I'm not going to an event if I don't have additional spending money of some sort, a place to stay after, so I can go back and relax after an event. You feel me? Like, you have to be comfortable being able to do these things. And I say that to say, you know, that shit costs money. It costs money. You know, so I can understand why people can't necessarily make it to NY, or, you know, then they probably just do local events. But that's an experience. Like, you know, I will say salute to URL, salute to RBE, salute to King of the Dot, the bigger leagues that put on these events, and they give you an experience. They really fucking do. You know, and everywhere I've been, I've always had an experience. You know, it's easier because I'm down south to be able to go to these down south events. And I mean, even with the smaller leagues, don't sleep. If you're in your area, especially with Houston, and I mean, even here, Memphis, they give you an experience. They really do. They don't have the huge names, but at the end of the day, they give you an experience, and it's authentic. But yeah, VA, I salute them. I salute them, because when it was hidden, they made noise. But they do support their own. They support their own, no matter from the DMV on to Virginia. They support their own. They really fucking do. Although I had NYC taking both events, from what I'm hearing, you know, they put on. It was some standouts for me. So
that's
yeah,
a fact.
let's get
They definitely support. It was just one person they kind of didn't support. I don't know why, but we'll get to that sooner or later. If you didn't see the pay-per-view, we'll get to it for y'all.
There was only one person, you said?
Yeah, only one person they didn't support.
It was bad.
You seen otherwise, man?
I'm matter of fact, I'm gonna fly on the wall right now. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Get it out.
I'm just gonna plead the fifth. But like, what we talking about next? Because you know,
let me know. We don't hold no fucking punches up here. Let's get it. Who you talking about? That one person. And after you tell us that, then I gotta give my. I have to give my official apology.
Prep. Prep was the only one that they really didn't rock with.
Yeah. We'll
Everybody else really got a great.
No, I'm going to say this. Prep got on my gosh darn mother effing flaking, flocking, fluking nerve with his wool trench coat all up in my face, looking like Sherlock Holmes.
You know what?
Are we doing this?
Wow. Don't Sherlock.
That wasn't
Sherlock Holmes was the smartest in the building always. You know, don't do that.
Yes. Ring.
That was Candy. That wasn't.
Ring.
That wasn't wool.
But I don't even care because I just couldn't even understand why the wool was all touching my cheek. I mean, I'm short as it is. Why is the wool in my face? Who laughing? Shit ain't funny. Anyway, Prep, you gotta get better with that, bro.
I ain't saying that, Ange.
I'm just saying he got to get better with that, just a little bit better. And I'm saying they wasn't rocking with him.
Nah.
What were they doing?
Not at all. It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. But not for nothing though. I really love the vibe in the venue. Like that was.
Yes, me too.
That was real refreshing. I haven't felt a vibe like that, and like everybody was just there for battle rap. It was no bullshit. Nobody was trying to fight.
Yes.
Nope.
You know, if somebody bumped into you, if somebody bumped into you, it was like excuse me. Like everybody was just like it was just cool. It was a real good environment.
The vibe was on point. No lie, like the vibe was truly on point.
You know what? The fact that it was so much drama that brought in 2018, like all that shit just went away when I went to this event. And that's no gas. That's really no gas.
No, it's really not. It's really not. I listen. I first of all, I was like, oh God, here go everybody from New York. Like,
right.
I took this trip to see new faces, and Lord, it's everybody from New York. And not for nothing, I'm not smarting on my people from New York, because you know what? I ride hard for my New Yorkers. But at the end of the day, the combination of Southern and New York hospitality was ridiculous. The whole place was on fire with love. Yes. I don't think I've ever quite been.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Queen. I really appreciate what. Go ahead. Tell me.
And I really appreciate the love I was shown. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I really appreciated that, and everybody knows who they are. You know what I mean? And those who knew or who realized and probably didn't say anything because you didn't know, but salute to y'all because it was love. It was genuine love. I was like, okay, you know what I mean? It really, really was. I have to say that. You know what I mean? It was humbling. And, I really appreciated that. It was cool. It was cool because I'm there. I had planned, the team, we had planned on doing interviews. We had planned on doing a lot of shit. But, again, I really wanted to be a fan that day. Like, I wanted to take off of work and be, because this is a job. It's like a second fucking job. But I really just wanted that experience because, it was, we were there rooting for so many people. And I just wanted that experience, shit. That's just what I wanted. God damn it, let me have that. And I got that. Gwitty was standing next to me. Bill collector came over, whatever, and things that was said and whatnot. Okay, Darian, I see you. I got you. And Gritty was like, damn, I didn't know I was standing next to the GOAT. I'm like, oh, my God. He's like, man, I just thought she was a fan. But I really wanted that for myself because I was so in the zone. Like, Av was talking to me. The guys were saying stuff. People were trying to get my attention, and I'm in the zone because the battles, like I said, I know how they felt online and watching everything, but the battles were so fire. I'm like, I was in that shit. Y'all know how I get about battle rap. Y'all know. Like, motherfuckers don't understand. I does this. Like, for real. When I'm in the zone, I'm in the... Shut up. You know what? They're going to hold our live against me forever. Shy know how I turn up I know. See, and then not for nothing, it was a beautiful thing because it was a family thing too. You know what I mean? Because the whole Friends crew, besides Mr. Petty, was in the building. So it was cool, you know what I mean? And they was, you know, they know that I love battle rap, but to see me turn up like that, and of course, you know, the live was recorded by somebody, and you know, y'all had to see me go crazy. I wasn't very passionate about this shit. I really. Anyway, but yeah, so it, you know, let's get Darian on, and we can get into this while we're waiting on Chess. But, you know, we got there, like, we didn't think that it would start on time like that, but they were pretty prompt. They were pretty prompt, I would say. The first battle that came out, and shout out to URL for consistently keeping Queen of the Ring battlers on the card, as well as other leagues doing it too. But, yeah, shout out to y'all. I mean, Diesel was actually supposed to be, Diesel is Queen of the Ring, but she has not had a Queen of the Ring battle in a very long time. And I am such a big fan of hers. Always has been since she was battling on a couple of VA leagues. But you know, she was an underdog. I don't think I added her name to that post that I made, but she's an underdog as well. You know, she's dope. She couldn't lose on the home turf. Right. She's dope. But you know what? Okay, so let's just get into it. At the end of the day, she didn't have. I know this for a fact because initially she, as far as I knew, she was not supposed to be on this card. She was actually supposed to be on our Seven Cities card. But we were still looking for her an opponent. And then we ended up not doing our January 20th event, and then her and Jade ended up on this card. So that was really good. That was so dope because that would have been Jade's second URL battle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it would have been her second URL battle. If y'all don't know who Jade is from We Go Hard. She has plenty of footage out there. But that was her date. That would have been her second battle. Her first debut was against Rome DMV, where she smushed little nigga in the face. And yeah, but the girl has bars. She has bars. And you know, it was very cool to have her come back, and Jade to come and battle somebody who I consider. And that's no diss to anybody else that's in VA as far as females, because you have Cash Flow. You also have Miss Merck, which a lot of people don't know. She is IMVL, but she does live in VA. I believe she lives in Richmond. So I'm surprised that they didn't reach out to her. But Diesel, like I said, I love her, and people sleep on her. She's fire. She really is. But yeah,
well, let's just say this. Yeah, she could not have lost on the home front because, you know, her last two battles prior to that were not looking so good. So, right. You know, and I don't know if it was ill preparation or not, but let's take into account that these are two bullies on the stage. Yeah. Jade is a bully and Diesel is a bully. So, like, when I got a feel for this matchup, my hairs rose up on my arms. I was like, oh, my God, like, do they even understand what they're doing by putting these two females together? Because, you know, Jade is a knuckle guard, and we know Diesel's a knuckle guard. So it's just like, oh, where is this going to go? How is this going to turn out? And, you know, sadly for Jade, it wasn't a good night, you know, but... Like, Diesel came and did what she was supposed to do. And let me tell you something. She looked good up there. She looked damn good up there. She looked confident. Right? That's the Diesel that we all met when she first started coming out, when she started to get that notoriety, when she came on Queen of the Ring, how we all fell in love with her. We was like, oh, my God, where did they find this diamond? Because, like, let's keep it a buck. She came out swinging. So... You know, it was just only right that she won on the home front. And like I say, it's no offense, because I'm always love my Jade. Everybody know how I feel about Jade. You know, but like at the end of the day, it was for Diesel that night on that stage to do it the way that she did, and she came out hooking. She was shaking the room, all 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Listen, that was Bandana Diesel. God damn it. Anybody who don't know Diesel, if you're talking about the bandana, you niggas better go do your motherfucking homework on Diesel. That's OG. That's the old Diesel. Old Diesel was up on that fucking stage with the box braids. And, yeah, that was old Diesel right there. She said, fuck coming out being half-ass naked. I came pretty. Yup. She came to verbally annihilate, and she did that. She, you know, the bandana has always been a bit of a problem because it muffles her.
Yes.
So, you know, that's not something in the building that niggas, I guess they could hear her pretty good. The PA was okay, so I guess they could hear her pretty good, but I did watch it on cam, and you have to run it back a couple of times. You do. But she was fired. Her presence and everything, like she commanded that stage. She was comfortable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
she was very comfortable on the home front.
I am kind of upset that Jade kind of beat herself.
Yeah.
I'm kind of upset that Jade beat herself.
Jade. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not used to seeing that particular Jade that we saw.
Right. I don't know if it was nerves or whatnot. And I think when I was outside with her, I really think that it may have been her disappointed in herself as well, because she was really, she was really to herself and whatnot, whatever. So she, but I also saw, she was there. She was dedicated to it. She was focused. I saw her rehearsing and whatnot, but, unfortunately it didn't translate like it should have on stage. Hopefully we see more of her, though, so that people can get acclimated with her, because she has bars. I mean, she really does. And she's a fan of this shit. She's a true fan. If anybody watches any of the main events for Summer Madness, Jade is always in the front. If you, always in the front at these events. The girl is a true fan. Okay. You know what I mean? She's definitely doing here. But anyway, okay. So after that, again, they moved the battles along pretty quickly, too. We was there for 7 fucking hours, like standing for 7 hours. And it was like, you didn't really feel it until towards the end. But, man, standing for 7 hours, the shit was crazy. So the next battle that comes is, Darian, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Chris Lewis, we are still trying to get, Chess on. He should be on sometime tonight before we get off. But again, we have a Wednesday show as well. This was more so our recap show, but there were some things we needed to talk to Chess about, and I did want him to definitely recap this event as well. So the next battle that happened was, who was that? Holmesy?
Craig Lamar versus Holmesy.
Craig Lamar and Holmesy. Okay, so check this shit out. Check this out, right? I watched it again on cam, okay? And who did y'all have winning? Let's start there.
In the building, I said that Craig was going to be Holmesy, and on cam,
Mikey, salute to you. I see you as well.
It's a little bit closer on cam, but Holmesy still won.
I agree.
Craig Lamar had a lot of balls that went over heads. I was just like, oh my God, like why is no one responding to this? Like, what's going on?
They were very sleep on Craig Lamar and his rounds. They were sleep as hell. I'm like, why are y'all not getting no reaction?
That's not the Craig some people are used to.
Right. Now, I did say
I'm almost inclined to believe that it's the way that he put the bars out there, because you kind of missed the mark. You're not paying attention. Like, you're looking at his performance, and his performance and his bars weren't quite connecting with each other. So that could have been a great reason. Like, I really paid attention to his body language after I realized the bars weren't hitting the fans, and I was just like, oh, my God, like, it doesn't match. So you're not sure.
I felt like he may have been kind of choking. I felt like he was kind of choking, though. I did feel
maybe
like
rushing
that.
to get through the rounds because he had a lot of content. He had a lot of content.
But he just, I don't know about that. I feel like when I actually watched him on cam, I'm like, you know what? It seems like, I don't know if he was waiting for crowd reaction or if he was just stopping. The way he does it, it's like when you're punching and you're coming you're setting up for that punch, and if you don't drive it through, it falls flat, and that's what he did for me. He did that a lot in this battle. You can't do that with Holmesy. You can't.
Yeah.
Now,
on the flip side of that, Craig usually don't kind of rap like that. He usually like keep going. If the punch hit, he'll let it.
Yeah,
he marinate for a minute, but then he'll keep going. But this particular battle, just like he wanted that reaction. It was definitely.
I think Mikey said that the DMV crowd. He said that the DMV crowd was biased. Who were they biased to? I don't feel like they were biased.
It wasn't no biasness at all.
No, because when they caught them balls, they went crazy for him. So that crowd, let me tell you something, that crowd gave me life.
Yeah,
that crowd gave me utter life.
They did, and see where we were at, we were right in front of the stage, but in the back by the DJ booth. They had this huge platform that sat up from the ground. So we looked over the crowd, and I mean, we were straight in front of, we could hear everything and we could see everything. Like the people that you could hear everything that they were saying and doing. Those folks was loving both. They cheered for New York, they cheered for DMV. I mean, that's what I mean.
Let me say this because I noticed. Let me say this because I noticed on the pay-per-view, they definitely not gonna get the total crowd reaction that they hear on the pay-per-view that they're gonna hear in the building. I think Avocado definitely have his sound system to where it's more concentrated more on hearing the battlers than actually hearing the crowd, because that room was shaking. That shit was way louder than it was actually on pay-per-view. Yeah, especially with Snake Eyes. With Snake Eyes and Mac Mills, like that shit was crazy.
Hold on, you skipping.
Oh, I'm not jumping down. I'm just giving paint a picture of how it was in the building compared to on the pay-per-view, because it was actually louder than it was on the pay-per-view.
Yeah. So that Holmesy and Craig, it was kind of weird because it was like, Craig usually go in and out of flow patterns and say different things and throw a lot more haymakers. It just was off.
He said on pay-per-view it didn't look like that. He said, the fans was sleep. Yeah, you know what? That's what we're saying because we watched both. I mean, of course we were there, and then watching the pay-per-view. You're right. I guess you know what? I wonder why they do that, because now I kind of see when we're watching other events and we're saying the crowd is asleep. I can see it now. The crowd reaction is. But in this particular situation, they don't get it twisted, because I even said it was certain shit that I was like, damn, okay, that actually went over heads. I don't see why. Some things they didn't respond to, but then a lot of the shit in all the battles they did. They really, really did. But with the Craig Lamar Holmesy, I mean, it was certain things that they went wild over. But I really feel like with Craig, for the most part, seeing it both ways, I really feel like he dropped the ball a lot. That was not the Craig Lamar that. Now, listen, it was a little more seasoned Craig Lamar, Just as far as he seemed comfortable, he seemed like he was more seasoned in that battle, but just the content, the way he delivered it, just wasn't good for me. And it did seem like he was stumbling around. Yeah, it seemed like he was stumbling around a bit in that battle. Holmesy, I was even expecting a little more from Holmesy, though. I was expecting the Moon Holmesy. That's who I was expecting. However, don't get it fucked up. Like, he had some crazy shit that I slept on because I was actually, at the time, more in tune with Craig Lamar in the building. But when I watched it again, I'm like, well, goddamn. I mean, of course, the fucking what was that? What was the felony? The felony exposed that shit.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that was wild.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
That shit was insane. But I will say, just off, the battle was a lot closer. It is definitely a lot closer. I feel like with Craig coming off that loss to Young Grizz in LA, I would have expected more in this battle.
Yeah. I was expecting, like, the JC Craig. You feel me? That's who I was looking forward to. I thought he was going to come out there throwing hella haymakers. But you know, it's a learning experience. Hopefully you already bring him back because he brings something different. Hopefully they definitely bring him back.
Yeah. Okay, so that. Okay, wait. Somebody's background is too loud.
Yeah, somebody's background is kind of loud.
That's probably mine, y'all, because my family's downstairs, so I'm about to run upstairs real quick. It's probably mine. I'll put it on mute real quick.
Okay. Okay, so then that battle wasn't an upset. That battle was fire to me. It was definitely a really good battle. Not taking anything away from it, regardless. Performance-wise, a little bit more from Craig, but it was definitely a good back and forth. That was a good back and forth battle. Moving on to the next battle.
It was Moon and Young X.
I'm not even going to start. I'm going to let y'all start.
Man, listen.
Fuck it! You know what? Listen. Oh, my God. Listen, I can't help myself. Listen, y'all know I love Moon. I love Young X. Y'all know I fucks with Moon a long way. Fuck the old jokes and everything else. Listen, I seen both of these niggas when they came in the building, okay? So I saw Young X before the battle and his entourage. I saw Moon and his entourage. Both them niggas is, you know what, and even on down to the trailer, I told y'all this was one of the battles I could not wait for because they're certified in their own rights. You feel me? With Young X being a younger dude, like, that motherfucker is a true goon. All jokes aside, like, that nigga does his thing, and he's respected. And then you got an OG that, that motherfucker came up in the goddamn building, entourage, female, male. Like, them motherfuckers is just, that's that real nigga shit. Y'all talk about real nigga shit. Those two, that's that real nigga shit. And all the way up to the battle, coming on stage, the niggas is just, they gave me life in so many different ways. You know what I mean? From both. And although, I'm just going to tell you who I have winning, although I had Moon winning, Young X was so fucking entertaining. I seen shout out to BRM, shout out to Battle Rap Movement. I saw how they were kind of commenting about how Young X is trash and different things, but it's like, I've seen a lot of different posts and tweets and different stuff. He had some shit though. Like, he had some shit that shook the grown.
Oh my God, the moon flips was crazy. I don't know what they talking about. Them shits was nasty.
I really hate. Maybe you couldn't translate on cam or whatever, but in the building, like he was really entertaining. He was really entertaining in the building.
When you got Smack up there reacting to both these niggas, you know it's a good battle. You know it is. Facts. Like he's saying he is getting better. Young X knew he had to write for Moon though. That is what I appreciate about him. He definitely had substance. He definitely knew it. He just couldn't come with all jokes. But he's a jokey dude. You know what I mean? He's one of them type people that you can say shit and it's hilarious in what he's saying. He dead ass serious, but the motherfucker is serious in what he's saying, and you think it's funny as hell. You know what I mean? So he definitely had that. Moon had shit that was funny as hell. So it kind of, you know what I mean? It kind of went together. I didn't feel like it was a total contrast with complete bars and jokes. I feel like we got enough of both. But Moon just, man, listen, when that motherfucker said, it was so much shit that Moon said. It was just like, I mean, listen, that man had quotables. He had quotables.
They both did.
They both had fucking quotables. That was a fire battle. That really was. It really, really was. It was one of my contenders for Battle of the Night, just off of that alone. At this point, Smack, Beasley, y'all need to get this man some more plates. Y'all have to give him better plates. It's time.
I agree.
It's time.
Right.
Yeah. He's proved his point. It is time. Moon is you know what? I want to see Moon and Head Ice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm not mad at that at all.
That'll be a classic battle.
Yeah.
That'll be a classic bout. Yeah, I agree with that.
I need to
ready?
see that. I think he's ready.
No. There's a difference. There's a difference between thinking and knowing he's ready.
Okay. So let's break it down. Hell nah, Mikey. He said on King of the Dot, that has to be a Smack battle. Now, I know that Ice and, that they have their issues, but I'm going to say this without saying.
It has to be in a gritty setting. It has to be gritty.
It has to be in a small room, number one. And if I am correct, there is somebody, we are going to get a surprise. If I'm correct, we are supposed to be getting a surprise for small room, this next small room. And if they can bring that nigga to small room, they can bring Head Ice to small room. Work that shit out, URL. Work it out. Because that's the setting that Ice comes from. Lion's Den, that's Ice's setting. They can get him in a small room. Okay, now that's the move.
What King of the Dot gonna say about having Ice on the URL stage right now while he holds the chain?
Okay.
Forgot about that.
It's only going to happen unless he lose that chain. It's only going to happen if he lose that chain.
He's not going to
lose the chain because at the end of the day, I just feel like this. And I'm just going to say it. Fuck it. As much as I prided King of the Dot at one time for their business savvy and organizational skills, it's a lot of shit that I feel like they choose not to address. And what they choose to address, they address with their people or the people they want to address shit with. You feel me? And I've always been an avid fan of theirs. I feel like, and that's fine. You do shit how you want to do shit. But understand that, now I'm about to get into all my business shit. Understand that you have several different demographics of fans, and we matter too. So if you feel like the black fans don't necessarily need substantiation on how you're moving, then you're wrong. Because this is the shit that I prided being a fan of them for. And now I kind of feel, and not even so much with the whole Diz situation, just it's a lot of shit that has come up and about with them. And I feel like, you know what, we're not going to bash you up here, but don't just make blogs or tweets or lives for a certain demographic. You need to make sure that shit circulates to the whole spectrum of fans so that we're aware, because you lose consumers that way. Because remember, I hate to keep reiterating that if we're buying pay-per-view, we're going to events, we're patronizing your channel, we are fucking consumers. Bottom line, we are. You get paid off of what we do. So I think that we do deserve that. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I give up the fucking chain so we can get you over to small room so we can have that battle with Moon. Now, you said, is Moon ready? I feel like he is. I just feel like we don't want to stagnate Moon. You feel me? Because there have been, and we're kind of seeing that now with different battlers that are being stagnated. You can't keep them circulating through the Chitlin circuit to battle just the people you want to battle, to keep them in motion. He has to go up. He has to go up. It's time.
Nobody's disputing about that.
He said, when is the last time Head Ice had a good battle on URL? Shit.
What? Was it Big K?
Was that URL?
Oh, you said URL? Oh.
He said URL.
Ooh, URL? Oh. I got to think on shit. Fuck, I got to think on that one.
Right. You don't start no shit. But this is kind of the point. You're right. It's been a while. He said he doesn't do good on URL. But here's the thing. He doesn't. He may not do good on URL, but he can. But small room, and this is what we talked about before. Small room
he doesn't do good on URL when he only had like one URL battle.
But small room opposed to bigger audience is like a Gnome or a Summer Madness is different. Everybody can't do a small room. It might just be that we don't need to see Head Ice consistently every other month. He's one of those type battlers. He don't need to be every other or every month or every few weeks. We can see him maybe two times a year in a small room and be good.
Yeah. I'm just trying to understand, how can you say he doesn't do good on URL when he had like one battle? Whatever. Cool.
And that was a while ago. He's been great since then.
I think the last time we saw Head Ice on URL, he battled K-Shine, right? Or was it he had another one after that?
That was it.
Yeah, that was the last time we saw. So I wouldn't say he wouldn't do good on URL. That was a good battle with him and K-Shine, but that was just so long ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
you just think we just got so used to Head Ice just being no king of the dot?
You said what? I'm sorry.
Oh, you just think we just got so used to Head Ice just being no king of the dot that we just...
I think that's what the case is.
Well, I think I'm not used to him being on King of the Dot. I feel like he's done everything that he needed to do as far as relevance.
Unless as long as he's there, he's collecting residuals. That would be my only thing. If he's still getting paper off of rocking that chain, then salute to that. But
they ain't even promoting his fucking clothing line. What you mean?
That's what I was just getting ready to bring it up, because I went. No, you're right, because that's how we found out. I was like, how come they're not selling his clothes? And then we came to the conclusion that he was rocking King of the Dot gear. They're selling his music. They're selling his videos, and I wonder if they collect something off of that. But they have his music up there. I'm just saying, if he is reaping a benefit. Like, he's making a lot of videos. I don't know if y'all checking for Head Ice in that way, but you need to go and check his music. He got videos out. They for sale. You know, support the man. Regardless of who he represented, he's still Head Ice, and he's still a god in the mix. But at the end of the day, if Ken Little Guy is giving him money still for holding that chain, then hold that chain for as long as you can, Head Ice. I ain't mad at you. Because when he does give it up, and he does come on the home front, and he does start to whack on people, we're going to be like, oh, my God, who unleashed the beast? That's what happened.
Right.
Love.
Okay, so let's get to this next one. I want to kind of go through this, and then if anyone wants to call in, y'all know y'all need to hit the inbox. We need your first 6, and we'll talk about it more. All right, so pretty much in that battle, we all say Moon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next battle. Ooh. Okay. So the next battle after that was who? Prepping.
You know what battle it is.
I know.
I'm waiting on it.
Listen, I'm really mad that they killed the momentum with this, but I understand. I probably wouldn't have wanted to see Franchise, or maybe I would have. Franchise, I love Franchise, by the way. Franchise and Prep.
No. It was
Franchise won. Franchise won. Shit, that's all I could say. Do I remember anything from that battle? Hell to the no. I just know Franchise won. Prep, listen, I need the bow tie to come the fuck off, the trench coat to be hung the fuck up on the coat rack. Let's get back to T-shirt. Prep, please. Can we?
Oh, that Prep was ass too. I don't know what you're talking about, but you skipped the whole battle.
That Prep was more exciting. I could actually. To me, it was better.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, shit.
If you say
okay,
so.
Y'all, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You know you skipped the whole battle, right?
Huh?
You skipped a whole battle.
What battle?
Snake and Mac.
Okay, I asked which battle came next.
I said Snake and Mac, and then you just jumped on.
Oh, my bad. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. We got Prep and Franchise out of the way. So let's fall back. Yeah.
And I told y'all Snake Eyes was going to win. I told y'all Snake Eyes was going to
win. Wait. Brother. Snake Eyes. Sir, are you listening? Because I know you're listening. I apologize. And listen, I didn't even say, like, he really held that against me. Like, I got a whole inbox message, and he was like, mad at me because I said that Mac Mel would beat him. But I don't even think I said it like that. Like, I was saying, did I say it like that? I don't remember. I have to check the game tape. But anyway.
But my whole thing is, like I said, what does Mac do better than him? Mac doesn't win.
Okay, but maybe I was just looking at it. You know what? When I said as far as battle rappers in the chitlin circuit, Snake Eyes to me was one of them. Not that, and for people who don't know, Snake Eyes that's no diss to him because really he was found, of course, you know, back with AFM. The phone battles was something that I created. So he was one of the first people, you know, he's an avid fan of this shit. You know what I mean? Of course, he was always on the show with us. And he had bars. Like, his music was great. And he had bars. And so when he did one of the first phone battles, it was like, you know, he was one of the consistent people doing phone battles, like, every week or so? And it was like, you know, he was dope. So the fact that he was picked up, that was great. And I you know, even though with all the bullshit that occurred after that, we really thought that he would really go somewhere. But for some reason, he just ended up getting stagnated. So it was just like, okay, you know, maybe this is it. Maybe, you know, he's outlived his potential, or that maybe he reached his ceiling. You know what I mean? So it's not so much that I felt like Mac Mel could completely beat Snake Eyes. It was more so on the fact that, you know what, I just needed to see more. And he gave us that. So I'm happy.
Not for nothing. Snake Eyes.
Is that it?
Yeah. Not for nothing. Snake Eyes shook that room, man. He had that motherfucking whole room shaking, man. Like that third round, shit.
Nah. We gotta do better than this, family. Listen, this was the best Mac I ever seen, and he needed to.
I agree.
The
I agree with
Snake Eyes had was crazy. Like really, like Mac probably had one of the best rounds of the night with his second.
Second round was fire.
His second round, I think, is in the building when he started going, like, out the gate, his first ball out the gate shook the whole building.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that shit was crazy. That might be battle of the night, to be honest with y'all.
Yeah, that was battle. That was battle of the night for me. That was battle of the night for me. It probably could have been. It probably could have been close to a classic if Matt didn't, had that choking situation in the beginning of his third. We was trying to get remember his bars. You're like, damn.
Yeah,
like,
he went so crazy in the second, he forgot his balls for the third.
Snake Eyes was very comfortable. He was very comfortable, and he was confident in the material he had. He was just like, if that's all you got, okay, all right, I'm finna fuck you up. I was like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. Truth Watson, you got to see that man sooner or later.
Oh, goddamn, Jesus.
Oh, my God, right?
Man, I ain't seen Jazz the whole night after that fucking bar.
Listen, she did a K-Rock in the mini battle against Av in the third. You know how he just snuck off to the side like, okay, you know what, let me get out the line of fire. Her ass, listen, y'all got, here's the scene. So Jazz was like across from us on the right-hand side, right? And it was just a grip of them all over there, Jack Boyd, Bill Collector, it was a whole bunch of them over there. So, they was kicking it. You see little Carrot Top sitting over there. All of a sudden, after that shit, she was gone. Like, gone. I saw her later on behind the stage. It was like seating, a big couch area, sectional type shit, and she was back there. Maybe she just wanted to move back there, but hell yeah, she got out that line of fire, goddammit. That shit was hilarious. I'm like, oh my God, Snake Eyes, why the fuck you do that? You ain't right. Hello? Hello?
Man, Snake Eyes did his damn thing.
Y'all can hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Oh, Blog Talk tripping again. Here we go. Oh, my. But, yeah, I was saying before that, I was like, this battle would definitely show levels and what it takes. And I think it's about time we see Snake and Math or Snake and Twerk. And I would have said, let's see Mac and Jack Boy, but, they on the same team. So I want to know what they're going to do with Mac from here, because it's not like he definitely deserves another chance. He showed the progression. He showed he has what it takes to be there.
Facts. Hey, and Jack, listen, you bro, you family, but you don't want that smoke with Av, my nigga. Stop it. I need you to stop it. Man, I don't know. Did they see that on the pay-per-view? I don't think they did.
No, they didn't see that on the pay-per-view. They didn't see that
whole
situation.
Exchange was funny as hell. That shit was funny as hell. Jack barked up that goddamn tree and got back the fuck down. Listen, stop playing. Stop playing now. Listen, Jerry kicked that ass. Sit on down somewhere. I'm going to need you to bring food.
Oh, my.
We didn't even know
so aggressive.
That shit was funny, though. Oh, my. All of a sudden, the building just erupted. I don't even know. What did Jack say?
I don't know. He was mumbling something, and He set off a ticking
Oh
time bomb.
God. I see, like you said, Jack Boy need to battle on. He said he need to battle on the one-off card.
They need to catch that on pay-per-view because there was a lot of things the pay-per-view did not catch.
They definitely should have. I don't understand why they didn't.
I'm really feeling some type of way because it's like the pay-per-view. It's like nobody. This is crazy. Like
that's definitely a moment that they should have
translated in the pay-per-view.
Mhm. It really didn't translate.
It's crazy.
You know, and not for nothing. I don't know if they were told. If Avocado was kind of told what to capture and what not to, but this is the thing. VA has a lot of fucking history that people don't know, just as well as, like, we were talking about how they don't really know the NY history, well, and vice versa. That's history right there. That's a youngin' coming up. You got Av that's more on his way to top tier for some, and I feel he's already top tier. But at the end of the day, this is, you know what I mean? Like, you had two different classes, two different level of battlers, and they're both from VA. Av is pretty much the king of that shit. And that's what he let niggas know. Like, I'm the king of this shit. And then but he's in Richmond. He's Norfolk. You know, it was a whole little history shit there. They should have captured that. That's some shit that you were supposed to capture. Because if Big K can never happen, that needs to happen there. If they're going to do, I understand it needs to be like a main stage. You know, if they ever get Big K over to over to URL, Av and Big K and Louise, Av and Big K has to happen. It has to happen. But it needs to happen in Virginia.
That's going to be that's the title for VA?
It needs to be. I mean, they need to be creative with it. They definitely have to be creative with it.
Because I don't see nobody else in the running to take the crown for Virginia. It's basically one of them.
Well, so like I said, we got to see about that. But, yeah, that's the shit that they should have captured. That was, you know, the same way that they do highlights and different shit for King of the Dot. That's something that they definitely needed to capture. You don't just have that happen and you don't have the camera on when it needs to be on for something like that. That's definitely something that could have been in the front of a trailer or something. You know what I mean? For real. That's some shit that you put, because when you're putting out DMV or whatever, you know what I mean? That's just some shit that could have been added. I don't know. Maybe they got it. Maybe somebody else got it. Who knows? But anyway, that's one of the things that was kind of frustrating, because that really hyped the crowd. That's some shit that you really could tell how many people was in there, because the roar of that shit was crazy. Like, the building went stupid when them niggas was up there going dumb in the crowd. I mean, going dumb on stage. But anyway, yeah, so back to that battle. I don't know. McNeil, I think he advanced, but yeah, right now Snake Eyes is in a whole nother round. He is definitely in a whole nother round, and I'm hoping that they level him up. I hope they do. I hope they take this momentum, but I hope he also takes this momentum, because you are only as good as your last battle. And this last battle, he showed level. He definitely made Melvin look like Little Melvin. I'm not even going to front. He looked definitely like Little Melvin on that stage after that. But, yeah, but again, you know, like I said, Snake Eyes, he has that potential. He just better stay focused and continue to do what he do. Because, bro, you know, you talk a lot of shit, but you know, at this point now it's do or die, for real, for real. So salute to him. I'm hoping he keeps that momentum. All right, so we went past the chess battle. Now we're at, not chess battle. I'm sorry. I was responding to something. I'm sorry. We went past the prep and franchise battle. Now we're on Prez Mafia and Ryder, right?
Oh, my God. Praise Jesus. Oh, my. That battle is fire on cam. Oh, my God. I went back in the building. It was a 30, clear as day. Prez wasn't getting around in the building. But on cam, man, he has some shit that, that goddamn, what he said? He was like, it's like giving a blind person a present. He was like, my presence is felt or some shit like that. He has some real sneaky balls in there. But Ryder, Cortez, stop ducking. Give that man his fade. Give Ryder
it's time,
his fade.
right? It's time.
It's time. It's that time. He never like slacked. Wing inbox. Yeah, it's time.
Which battle was battle of the night for you on pay-per-view? I'm in the inbox. Oh.
So I don't battle. It gotta be Mac and Sneak. I don't see no other great back and forth. Really. The energy was there. Everything was there for a battle. Like I feel like if Mac didn't choke, it was a classic.
Yeah, it could have been a classic. Yeah, it was.
Also too, we gotta put this out there. During Sneak Eye's second round, someone passed out.
Oh, wow.
A dude had a seizure. Yeah, a dude had a seizure.
So when Snake Eyes and
right
everyone is like kind of looking towards like what's going on, someone passed out. So yeah, that kind of killed the momentum of that battle too. But yeah, that present Ryder, man, I think it's time for Ryder to get a shot, man. I'm sorry, it's that time. Someone got to step off that high horse and come rumble with him.
Ryder's kind of dangerous right now. Yeah, Ryder's dangerous right now. He really is.
Yeah. He really is dangerous. But
I don't know if Ryder won't get out the car for that, man. Smoke with these young boys.
But the thing
hold on. Wait a minute. Hello. Somebody did say they wanted that smoke. Somebody did.
Ooh.
A gentleman named John the Don. He had a list of 4 people. He said he wouldn't mind battling, and Ryder was on that list.
Oh, yeah. Also remember, too, Av said he'll sit Ryder down, too.
Ooh,
yeah, I forgot about that during that thing.
Hello, how would that work? He's Goonies and Dave. How would that?
He said that's little bro, but
he did.
But I was sitting down, right? Yep. Okay, so I feel like. Okay, so I think the Cortez battle is way overdue. Now I'm going to come back to that. Prez dropped this fucking ball, okay? Now, I don't know. I really don't know because remember, I won't even call it ducking. I will just say, because I'm not for certain that he was necessarily ducking Ryder. I just don't feel like he felt Ryder was adequate enough, is what I'm thinking.